Hey guys, welcome back.
That's enthusiastic.
I know, I try.
Didn't sound like it.
This week we are talking about my suggestion, which is I don't feel like butchering the title again.
Nope, got
So
you.
nope,
Yeah, you
translated
gotta-
version. Nope, translated version.
What? But
That's
why
what
would
I'm.
you
That's
do
what I'm
that?
putting. I'm putting that as the title, the translated version. So shut up. It's I couldn't become a hero, so I reluctantly decided to get a job.
Maybe you shouldn't do the translated version when you like put it up. Just be like, you can read it up there because we had a space where we could write it and not have to actually say what the fuck it is.
That's what I'm putting as the title, is the translated version.
Oh, I thought you were doing the non-translated version.
No. No, nobody would know what it is.
Well, that's the idea. No one knows what we do. Like, what does it matter?
Just yay or nay.
I get a hell no.
Really?
Hell no.
Okay.
If you want a show like this, the devil's a part-timer. Like, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, devil's a part-timer, good. This show, not so good.
Okay.
I mean, we can go into that, but like, that'd be spoiled. Like, you gotta put yours in.
I thought the show was okay. Like, it wasn't like over the top fantastic, but it wasn't bad. Like, I'd give it a shot.
I will say, the ending is way better than anything else in the fucking show.
Why? Because it ended?
Because they actually freaking do something.
Fair enough. That seems to be the case with a lot of these shorter animes that are like, you don't like the only like you could watch like 2 episodes in the middle of the series and understand everything, and then just the last 2 episodes and it's like you've watched the entire series.
There was
Like,
okay.
oh, sorry.
So like this show had way more quote unquote character development, which, let's just face it, was not very good. And then the final 2 episodes were like how other people are reacting to not being a combat-based society anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that was way more interesting than the Pheno, like, becoming a salesperson, or like Raul, like, quote unquote, giving up on being a hero.
Yeah.
Because at no point does it feel like either of them make any progress.
No, it was they do make some, but not like in huge strides for how short the series was.
Okay, at the end of the series, literally, in that 2 episode ending, right? She goes, oh, he'll love the red color because the red color, who doesn't want to have blood and gore in their house? Like, she hasn't developed at all. Like, they had the whole thing with like with the 8 things you should say, whatever, and she memorized those, but that didn't change her character. There was no growth of character during that.
No, she still stayed pretty demonish.
And you can say the same thing with Raul. Even though you kind of learn how Raul changed, he doesn't change in the show. He doesn't grow at all.
No, he's still just like, yeah, I kind of want to be it's like, it's kind of sucks that I couldn't be a hero.
So my question is, if you don't see character progression and you're focusing all on characters, why are you focusing all on characters? Like, if you're if you know that you're if you want to have characters that stay consistent throughout, you have to put the focus as something else. Like, if they wanted to stay the same characters and they wanted to tell the story of how the whole world is being uprooted, because now all of a sudden there's no need for these people who have been literally combating people their entire lives, like, it would have been very interesting. It probably wouldn't have been comedy or whatever. By the way, this devolves into some seriously dumb comedy.
Like, how do you figure dumb?
Well, what happens when they go on the Fritz? We'll do tentacle rape and then finish it off with a bukkake. Which happens not once, but twice in the show.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand that. Like, they tried a little too hard to be ecchi.
Like, it was not. I'll just say that it was poor storytelling, because they didn't have a story to tell. Like, the final 2 episodes had kind of an idea of what it wanted to be, but during the first 10 episodes, they aren't telling a story. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, this happens and this happens, and
Yeah.
like, it's just super hard to get invested into it.
Yeah, I'll agree. Like, it wasn't something I could sit down and marathon. Like, I actually had to, like, put it down, like, watch a few episodes, put it down, watch a few, put it down, watch a few. Like I said, it wasn't great, but it had its moments where it was, like, some of it was pretty good.
I know someone's gonna be arguing or like, if anybody argued, they'd be like, oh, but at the ending, she has changed. It's all like so minimally that it shouldn't have taken 10 episodes plus to do it.
Yeah. The progression's very slow for the length of this series.
Well, and they have so many characters that, like, how are you going to, like, narrow down who you want to learn what? Like there's the obvious flaw of Fino not knowing what the fuck is going on because she's a demon. But, like, even Raul, like, where his downfalls are, like, how does he learn to get past them or confront them in some way? Like, no one's forced to confront something they're uncomfortable with, which is kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah. It's kind of just very... I can't think of the word for it. Like, it's very, like, they're treating this how basically somebody in denial would treat it. Like, he kind of adapts to, like, the idea that, oh, well, I don't want to be here anymore, but he's kind of in denial that he doesn't want to think about it, or, like, he's past that now. But he doesn't really confront anything with it, like you said. Like, he's just kind of, he's just going with it, and Raul just doesn't really care.
I'm going to say that this is more quote-unquote slice of life than freaking Defrag was actually being a fucking slice of life.
Yes, this was definitely more slice of life.
So, like, if you're advertising yourself as, I couldn't be a hero, so I got a part-time job, right? Like, you think that there's going to be something there beyond just being a slice of life, but, like, at no point, well, I shouldn't say at no point, but, like, at the very end is the only time that it matters. Like, up until that point, the name has nothing to do with the show, or basically nothing to do with the show, because it doesn't have any substance.
The name just kind of like sets up why, like, kind of how the world is, like how they mix magic with technology, like to make technology.
I mean, I understand that the name is supposed to set something up, but the show should back what that sets up. Like, if you see a title, right, and the title is like, or it has something to do with like superheroes, right? You'd think you'd watch a superhero, you'd think you'd have something to do with being some sort of badass or like a superhero or something. But up until like the last 2 episodes, there's nothing.
Yeah.
He could have just been a guy out of college at that point. Like,
yeah. With that thing, it's almost like with the whole title thing. It's like expecting like Batman, and then just seeing like a show about an accountant in Gotham that saw Batman swing by his building once.
No, it's like naming your show Batman and then doing nothing with Batman and just watching Bruce Wayne like sit around and like crunch numbers.
Run his business.
This is totally Batman. It's Bruce Wayne running his business. Like, excuse me. I thought we were gonna see somebody get punched in the face, not me face palming so hard my hand has hit the back of my skull.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't know. I'm kind of with this show. It's like it's not so bad that you shouldn't give it a shot, but there are better series out there.
As I'm saying, like, the devil's a part-timer. Like, watch that instead. Like, there's so many. The problem is there's so many better shows than this. You shouldn't bother watching this one. Your time is better spent elsewhere. Unless you're like in you can't like find porn online, and like for some reason you can watch like weird shows and you're like freaking 14 and like
Jesus, that's getting kind of like
dude, I'm not
very detailed.
Like, but that's just the thing. Like, it's such crap as compared to what you could be watching. Like, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we're literally having nudity in here for no reason other than we had an artist that could draw it. Like,
yeah. We'll admit some parts they really didn't need to do. But like I don't mind etchiness and animes and stuff, but
it's not that I mind etchiness. It's that if you just go for etchiness and have no substance there, like there's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we've pretty much said our piece with this.
Yeah, pretty much. I can bitch all day long about the same thing because I'm
yeah
dumb.
That's what you do. Anyways.
I'm good.
Anyways. Next week we're not going. Neither one of us are going to give a suggestion to it. What?
Is this going to be a week thing, or are we going to do this as a special one?
No, we're going to do it as a week.
Oh, because do you have something coming up, or what?
What? No, I'm just going to... I figured we could just do it as a week thing. There's no point in making it a special.
I mean, why not? I mean, I don't know.
Too late. We're already gonna do it.
Alright, cool.
We're actually going to be doing a series that neither me nor Andy have really seen or gotten into. It's one that we kind of just caught an episode on TV when we were at ASUN, and yeah, it's going to be My Hero Academia.
By the way, because guess what? We don't necessarily watch everything. Okay, whatever. Um, I can say a lot more shit makes sense from the convention. Like,
Oh yeah, there was a lot of cosplays from that.
but we'll get into that in a little bit.
All right, so yeah, join us next time for that.
Goodbye, internet sheeple.
Sheeple.
Yes. We're just going.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just going with it.
Okay.
All right, bye.